it's Coastal back, and today we are going to be watching 10 grandparents you won't believe actually exist.
Parker. So this is a granddad from Florida in America, and this guy is really amazing because he's done a few crazy and dangerous things. So yeah, he's from America, but when he was 49, he moved to Costa Rica to become a surf instructor, where he trained people to do surf tricks and regular surfing in really nice looking but also gnarly water. Which is cool anyway, but that's not all he did. In 2015, he was reading about the terrorist group ISIS in Syria, and he was so pissed off about what they were doing, so he contacted the Kurdish People's Protection Unit, which is basically a rebel group to ISIS, and their job is basically to kill all terrorists. So yeah, not only is this granddad a crazy surfer, but he also literally fights terrorists. He's been in Syria for almost 1 year now, so I just hope he's okay and safe. But if this guy's Facebook photos are anything to go by, he's kind of enjoying fighting ISIS out in Syria, and it looks like he has quite a heavily armed team, so don't worry about him too much. So coming up next is Paul Marshalsea. So this one also has something to do with water, but it's more dangerous than surfing. Shit, maybe it's even more dangerous than literally fighting terrorists. Basically, in 2014, a guy called Paul Marshalsea was relaxing on a beach in Australia, when all of a sudden a shark started to swim over to the shore where loads of people were swimming, and there was a lot of kids around the shark too. So without hesitation, he ran into the water and wrestled the shark. The shark was a massive 6 foot long or 2 meters depending on what system you use, but he said to a local newspaper about him beating up a shark, "My instincts just took over and I grabbed it." Now I don't know if I have pussy instincts or whatever, but mine would probably tell me to run. But yeah, this wasn't an easy fight for Paul because the shark almost bit his leg off, but luckily after wrestling with it for a while, the shark finally swam off. But unfortunately, Paul's employer saw the video, and his employer, who owned the nightclub that Paul worked at, fired Paul because of what he did. Now I don't know if it was because of animal cruelty or whatever, but I mean, come on, this guy saved lives, and it's not like he killed or even injured the shark, so I think that's really fucked up he got fired because of it. But anyway, here's a few clips of him actually wrestling the shark. So coming up next is Georgina Harwood. So this is probably one of the coolest ones on this entire video. Now this grandma has a really unusual passion for extreme sports. And it's not like she always liked extreme sports, she actually got into it when she was around 80. But when she turned 100 in 2015, she decided to actually do one of these extreme sports. So she ended up going skydiving to celebrate her 100th birthday, where she jumped with an instructor at 125 miles an hour to Earth. She said the skydive made her birthday really special, and she also admitted she didn't actually expect to live to 100, so she wanted to live life to the fullest. And if you think that's the only crazy thing she's done, well, you're wrong. For her 92nd birthday in 2007, she went cage diving with great white sharks. And it wasn't in some luxurious warm water, it was in the freezing South Atlantic Sea, which is usually too dangerous to go in because it's so cold, let alone for a 92-year-old. So yeah, Georgina, you are one crazy but cool grandma. Here's a video of her skydiving on her 100th birthday. So next up is Andreas Carling. So this guy's actually a movie star, but hey, if he's a movie star, why haven't I heard of him? Okay, he is a movie star, but in Sweden, where he's from. And this guy is 64 years old, and he used to be one of the most famous bodybuilders in Sweden. And he basically stays in shape for the movies. And obviously, he always plays really muscular roles. For example, he's played Thor in the movie King Fury, which is like a mix between a Swedish Viking movie.
That's insane. I never knew he played Thor. I mean, what old guy plays Thor? I've literally never known that.
And a karate movie. Yeah, I know, weird mix. But anyway, this guy has an Instagram with around 40,000 followers where he posts videos and photos of him working out. And he's actually done quite a bit of good because he's motivated a lot of unhealthy old people to start working out and getting fit. But his doctors are kind of worried because he's so old and all, and it's kind of dangerous to work out so much. And I don't know if this guy takes steroids or not. I mean, a lot of bodybuilders do, but I hope someone this old doesn't. Also, I'm not trying to be rude, but doesn't this man look exactly like this guy? Anyway, here's a few clips of Andreas working out. So So next up is Aishat Maksudova. Now this is a Russian grandma who got famous for something really weird, but it is a crazy story that you guys probably want to hear, so I had to put her on this list. So she's a farmer in the middle of nowhere in Russia, and she was feeding her sheep and cows and stuff one day when all of a sudden a wolf came out of the woods and bit her right on the hand. And then the wolf went right for her animals and almost killed one of them, so Aishat got an axe and tried to hit the wolf away from the animals, but she didn't want to kill the wolf. But that didn't really work because the wolf ended up jumping onto her leg and biting her again. So she straight up went lumberjack mode and just chopped his goddamn head off. And just like that, she decapitated the wolf so it didn't kill her. And she didn't even go to the hospital about it, it was only a friend who found out that made her go. And because the story was so crazy, her friend told the newspapers too. So yeah, now Aishat is kind of a local celebrity where she lives. And I know some people are gonna get annoyed because she killed an animal, but I mean it was her life or the wolf's. So next up is Wang Xioya. So you've already seen Andreas Calling, he was pretty damn